Did you hear what happened?
We got challenged.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We got challenged by Michael and Shelley of Our Epic RV Adventure. Check out their links below.
Our first question was, what would we change about our RV? And I think that what I would want to change is putting in solar and having a better battery bank on the RV.
We do a lot of boondocking, so that would definitely help. We've learned how to conserve on 3 lead acid batteries and 100-watt solar panel, but it would be nice to not have to think about it. The thing I would change on our RV is definitely the bed. We have a short queen and
We're both very tall.
three animals, and we're not little people. We're both 6 foot tall, so and not tiny 6 foot talls. So definitely a bigger bed, which I think is one of the things we're going to try to upgrade and do some finagling on the rig that we have to be able to put a bigger bed and nicer bed in there.
And before we go to any other questions, I just wanted to introduce everybody to the boss of the place. This is Buddy. He's 13 years old and he's been just about everywhere with us. He's climbed mountains, he's been on kayaks, he's been on pontoon boats. He's an all-around outdoors dog, and you wouldn't get it from him being a Pekingese.
And he's 13 years old and blind in one eye and has a heart condition, but he still goes. All right, on to question number 2, which is something we didn't expect when we got our first RV.
What I didn't expect was that we were going to go continually changing RVs every 2 years.
Yeah. We kept upgrading and upgrading, but I think we have our final rig for a little bit now anyway, bigger than 2 years, more than 2 years. I don't know. I don't think there was anything I didn't expect. We just keep adapting to the situation, so we keep changing with whatever the situations are.
Okay,
Question number 3. The deciding factor for our first RV, because it was there.
And because, again, we're not little people and tents weren't really all that comfortable anymore.
Yeah, when I met Ron, we only got the RV 6 months after we met in November. Our neighbor was selling it, and every time I drive to his house, it was sitting there in front, and finally I'm like, let's go look at that thing and just see, because Ron already had a truck, so we didn't need anything to pull it. And so we went and looked at it and bought it. And the rest is history.
And it was a pop-up.
Our favorite meal to cook at camp? None.
We don't really cook an awful lot of different things at camp. I guess I really like we do cook a lot of venison and use venison for a lot of the meals that we have. So venison tacos, venison steaks.
Tacos, that's what everybody cooks, tacos. Yeah, so most of the camping we do, we take a lot of things that are already prepared. So we're not doing a whole heck of a lot of cooking. I do like it because we usually do bacon and eggs in the morning, so that's kind of a standard for us. So I think that's one of our favorite things, is the bacon and eggs in the morning.
Okay.
Number 5, our must-see destination. I think I want to go to Alaska. I'm not sure if I want to RV to Alaska, but I definitely want to get to Alaska.
I've been to every single state in the country, spent time in every single state in the country, except for one, and that's Oregon. And that's one thing, so that I can say that I've been everywhere. I guess that's the destination I wanted to go
Isn't
to.
that a song?
I've
been everywhere, man.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oregon and yeah, Alaska. I'd love to be back to Alaska.
Favorite thing about RVing? Doing it. I mean RVing.
Well, doing it wasn't bad, but we can go ahead and say yeah, RVing has been something that has helped us and me especially because of some medical things that have popped up in well since we met. I was perfectly healthy until we met and we were doing it. So
We did a lot of boondocking camping, so we haven't done a ton of road trips per se, but we definitely have used our campers. We had a seasonal spot that was strictly boondocking, and it was about 45 minutes away from our house, and we would be there every weekend. Last year was the first year that we gave that up, and we did go a bunch of other places last year, but not as many as we wanted to because life still got in the way. Which is one of the reasons why I can't wait till we can get out of here and do full-time RVing.
okay, what's the next one?
The next one, our least favorite thing about RVing. Washing and waxing it. Because I do that.
She does do that. She does an amazing job of washing and waxing the motorhome. I think that my least favorite part about RVing is having to come back home. I enjoy being away. I enjoy being out in the woods, in the forest, and near the water. So yeah, I think that the worst thing about RVing is that you have to go back home right at the moment until we full time.
Must have on our next RV. Isn't that kind of like changing and adding on the RV? Pretty much the same thing.
I think that probably the first thing that we will add is probably upgrade the battery bank. I think that's something that we'll do so that we can, once we can save enough cash up to get into some lithium batteries, I believe that's what we're going to try to do.
On the bigger bed. But we can do that stuff on our current RV, which we plan on having for
Right.
a little bit longer.
Okay.
Number 9, adult beverage or your favorite campfire treat?
As far as a favorite beverage, adult beverage, every now and then when we're camping and we have other people around, I'll have a beer. I used to drink an awful lot when I was younger, and I've just gotten away from it. It's just something that I don't do an awful lot of anymore. And I think
we're the only people who go camping and bring home alcohol at the end of the season.
so I think that my favorite treat would be hobo pies, campfire pies, or whatever they call them, but we always call them hobo pies.
When you toast the bread and stuff it with stuff.
Stuff it with stuff.
Pie fillings or pizza fillings,
Right.
and those are fun when we have the grandkids. We love to make those with them. They enjoy those things a lot. You want mine?
Yeah. You do have an opinion. I don't really listen to it often.
Again, we don't really drink, but yeah, after a hike in the woods or something like that on a hot summer day, a nice cold beer does good, or a Captain Morgan and Coke. And campfire treats would be our version of the s'mores, where we use the fudge stripe cookies and put the marshmallow between them. Those are the lazy, easy way to make them.
Another grandkid favorite.
Our favorite indoor RV accessory. Who wants to spend time indoors?
It's nice that we have a 34-foot Class A motorhome that has opposing slides that open right up, and we have all kinds of space. But really, we spend a lot more time outside than inside, and we don't really at this moment have an awful lot of indoor accessories that we use an awful lot of.
A nicer radio would be.
Yeah,
I mean, my radio, I guess, that's always on when we're inside. We don't really watch TV at all.
except for YouTube.
That's at home, not in the room. Sorry, we're not watching anybody this summer. We'll apologize in advance.
We won't be watching people while we're out in the woods, but we'll be watching people.
Well, you never know. We might be watching people in the woods. Anyway, so we want to shout out to the next people that should do this 10-question challenge. And that's because they have a dog with the same name, Buddy. So they're cool. But that's the Traveling Larsons. And that's Kurt, Jennifer, and Connor. And again, I'll put a link down to their channel down below. So you guys go check them out, give them a thumbs up, subscribe to them. And until next time, give us a thumbs up, subscribe.
And remember, we're just learning, so we really appreciate any constructive criticism.
All right. Got anything to say, bud?
What do you think?
It's like, I want to go run around in the woods.
Okay.
All right, guys, till next time. See ya.
Bye now.